Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Final Fantasy 16. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now last time, I got out into this wild area with Sid. Wait, Torgal seems to have
What is it,
found
boy?
something. Uh, Animal Instinct.
At
Oh,
least one of us knows these
so,
woods.
good. You know,
Thank you,
I gotta
Torgal.
give Torgal some belly rubs after that. I can't go a single video without trying to give Torgal some belly rubs. He deserves it. He's the best boy. He deserves it. Uh, come on. At least let me give belly rubs to Torgal. Uh, please? You know what? I'm gonna try and level myself out with Torgal. Uh, please. I really want to give Torgal some belly rubs. And I guess I'm going to have to get on some more level ground before I do that. So yeah, I'm going to turn off my mic.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal.
Alright, let's deal with these enemies right here. Afterwards, I'm going to give Torgal some belly rubs, some much-deserved belly rubs. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, honestly, if there's one thing I love about this game in particular, it's the unique enemy design that they always manage to give depending on the area. That is one thing I really love. It's the way that they design the enemies for Square Enix. Okay, let's give Torgal some belly rubs. Yay! I don't know why I'm so persistent on that. I guess I just love dogs. Okay, let's just go. I don't know. Wait, I think this is where I came from. Yeah, I think that's where I came from. Sorry about that. My neighbor came up, for like a desk, I think, or something. Like, and it was just one that nobody was using and stuff. So yeah. Alright, let's just try and head on through, and see where I gotta go. I think it's right through here, because this is the only cave system that would make logistical sense to go. Yeah, I don't remember the exact layout of all the areas, especially, like, whenever it comes to, like, caves and other areas with, like, complex structures like this. You know? So, yeah. I'm gonna turn off my mic. Alright. I've been wanting to fight this thing. I just didn't remember if I had to. Okay. It's the Buster Sword. Of course it's gonna be sharp and good. Let's just go ahead and try and do whatever I can. Yeah, I am doing a lot of damage to this thing, even with my lowered level, being the way it is. Yeah, like, the early game is, like, a lot easier than the later game, mostly because, well, the enemies in the later game are faster with their attacks compared to the early game. So, yeah. And also, I feel like you have more access and opportunities to better weapons early on, much like I did with the Buster Sword and all these other weapons. You know, like, I just feel like I had far better opportunities in the early game in comparison to the late game because of those reasons. Okay, let's just hurry up and try and take care of this thing. Yeah, fast. Is that like, isn't that like a reference to like the Greek world snake or something? I can't remember. Um, I don't remember if that's like a reference to like something from Greek mythology, because it sounds like it would be something from Greek mythology. You know? All right. And it seems like it got up for round 2.
Oh, come on. Stand back.
Wait. I forgot Sid has lightning magic. Because I believe he's the dominant of, like, the one for, like, the lightning. I can't remember what it's called. But I know it's, like, the lightning one. And I use that throughout the main entirety of the game. Solely because of how busted it was. Heck, it even, like, it's so powerful that it, like, it was basically, like, one of my main damage dealers.
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice,
Like,
mind.
like, um, Sith. Wait,
Oh,
actually, I think
bloody
I just
hell, they've
spoiled the
strapped in
game,
there, lads.
actually.
And
I
with
think I
these
just
stories
spoiled a
from
little bit of
old
the
varmints
game.
all fit to home.
Crap, I'm so stupid. I guess I just got a little bit
Sid,
ahead of me.
you say you want to help dominants and bearers,
Yeah.
but what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind of choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Huh?
Alright, let's go. And just see whatever I need to get done here. Seems like there's an item I can pick up right there. I hope it's like a small potion. Yep, it
What
is.
exactly do you
I need to use that immediately to get back to full health.
What do you think?
And honestly, one thing that I really hate about this game, like, is how bad the level structure is. Like, yeah, in comparison to other Final Fantasy games, the level system isn't as, like, demanding as others, but it just feels off considering how low of XP you get from enemies. Like, it just feels off, considering you only get a max of like a couple thousand XP from any enemy in this game. Like, I think the highest you could get is like about 3,000 or 4,000 XP. I could be wrong, and it could be at least a little bit higher, but I think that's about the highest amount of XP you'll ever get in the entire game. I could be wrong, though. Okay, let's just try and take out this Dragon Avis, however you pronounce that. Okay, let's just hurry up and take out the rest of these. Yeah. I'm not doing too well with taking this thing out because my level is just far too low right now. So yeah. Also, one major thing that I really hate is how hidden some of the chests in this game is. Like, are in comparison to the backgrounds. Like, that's one thing I really don't like. Outside of the bogus leveling system and some of the dynamics between the characters. Is how, like, hard it is to see the chests. Because they blend in so heavily with the background, like the environment, that it's almost impossible to see it without, an indicator that it's there. You know? Like, and that's one thing I really hate about the chests in this game in comparison to other games. Like, they could have at least tried to make them stand out more. You know? Like they did in Final Fantasy VII.
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't
Honestly, that
understand.
was kind of cruel.
Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Jesus Christ. That is outright cruelty. Oh yeah, Benedicta, that blonde. She has wind magic.
Benedicta Harmon.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty,
Commander of Waloed's elite
um,
intelligences.
it's honestly pretty cool, but pretty
If we can
useless.
capture her.
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Alright, let's go ahead and take them out. I have to take out all of them. But yeah, the first, like, major enemy you get to fight in the game is, I believe, Benedicta. Like, yeah, there's been other bosses, but, like, she's, like, the first major enemy you get to fight. And yes, you do get to fight, the dominants in the game, or at least some of them. Okay, let's just, try and take them out. These guards right here. I have to take out these royal guards too. Mostly because, you know, they're the main thing screwing me over. Alright, let's just take out this guy right here since he's, you know, pretty big threat right now. I already got him down to half health. He's the same level as me and everything. Okay, I'm pretty good on health right now. Jesus Christ. I already know how cinematic clashes work. You've taught me that at the beginning of the game. And even then, I didn't need to, know that, because I already knew how they worked from a previous playthrough. You know? So, this information is kind of pointless. Like, in every sense of the word right now. Okay, let's just go ahead and take out this Midnight Raven. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of an unfair disadvantage since... Well, never mind. I have my sword now. Okay, let's just hurry up and try and take out the rest of his health. Okay. Yep, I have a lot of health, like a lot of damage to do, but it could be worse. So let's go ahead and try and take out the remainder of itself while I can. Jesus Christ. Well, at least I got rid of one of his swords instead of him getting rid of one of mine. So yeah. Also, I do have a lot of other swords that I can use, but I'm just gonna be primarily using the Buster Sword for right now, because I just like the Buster Sword. There's also one, I believe, called the Onion Sword. I might be using that too, because it's just a funny sword name. You know what? After this battle, after all this gets done, I might just swap to it, for the next few battles. Yeah, only 99 XP. That is far too low. I mean, I know the level curve isn't that steep, but still. It's just wild how low you'll... Like, how low of a level you'll end up being by the end of the game. Heck, I think I beat the game, like, about level 40. That is far too low. That just feels far too low. And mind you, a lot of those levels came from grinding. I didn't even need those levels. because of how much easier some of the later bosses became. Now, yes, I
Speaking
did
of
struggle
which,
on some of the later
I
bosses,
wonder,
but not as much
did
as
you
I
ever
should
ache
have.
on a fire
You
gate
know?
crossings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the One Law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter,
Honestly,
and they're in Lost Swing.
if there's one thing I would change about the writing of this story, it's how much glaze
As
Sid
our Armaluda
gets.
friends, I would imagine.
Like,
We should hurry before it gets
like,
dark.
yeah, he does have his moments, but
What
he's
if someone
not
discovers
that
the bodies?
great of a character to receive
Well,
as much
then they'll be
glaze as he
sorely
does
disappointed.
throughout the story. So yeah, like, honestly, if anything, he's one of the least deserving characters of glaze. If anything, Clive deserves more glaze than what he does throughout the story. If anything, you know? Like, that's something I will never understand, is why they glazed Sid over Clive so much throughout the game. Heck, if anything, Clive felt more like a background character to Sid from how much glaze Sid got over Clive. Like, and that's honestly pathetic,
So much for
considering
arriving before
Sid is more of a
sunset.
side character.
Sorry,
Clive is the
didn't realize we were
main
this
character.
close. Any
Why
idea
should a
the
side
Salies they built
character
the
get
village
more
around it?
glaze
Before
than the
all,
main character
I've heard
himself,
some call it
who
the
has done
airship.
more work
So its flying days
than
seem to be
said
behind you.
side character? It will never
Shame
make
that.
sense to me.
You
Like,
truly
yeah,
think her
if
dominance
the
waited for
writing
us
is
in that
good
village?
behind the character,
My
I
script has
understand.
never
Like,
given me
look
any
at
reason to
Levi,
doubt it,
Kakashi, Jiraiya.
which is why I think we should
Levi
hurry.
from
Come on.
AOT, Kakashi and Jiraiya from Naruto, and countless other examples. Of course, they're going to get more glaze than the main character because they're just that well of written characters, and the fandom just favors them that much. But the thing is, if you glaze a character so much in the story whenever this is their first introduction to the series, that just takes away any and all impact the character would have had.
This isn't the first time
You
I've seen one
know?
of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
And that's honestly one main takeaway I have with, like, that's one of the 3 main takeaways I have with the story, like, outright.
After it.
Other than, you know, the weird age dynamic between Jill and Clive and Benedicta and Sid. Alright, I know that the last couple of videos have been a bit shorter, but this is going to be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.